I would say what we've done in 2 years has been nothing short of incredible. I mean, building a better Baltimore County is about relationships. It starts with treating our residents with dignity and respect. A better Baltimore County is about creating jobs and economic opportunities in every neighborhood across Baltimore County. I'm a teacher. We know that, the quality of life starts and ends with a good school system, and that every kid, regardless of their zip code, deserves world-class education. They shouldn't have to be in buildings that have brown drinking water, or that in a school that's literally sinking into the ground. And we've started down the road of fixing that. We're fighting for every kid of this county. We are making affordable housing more accessible in Baltimore County, and one of the critical things we did was by passing the HOME Act, which ends housing discrimination by source of income, because we believe that discrimination in any form is wrong. We can treat all of our communities, and in particular communities of color, with the dignity and respect they deserve. We hired our first ever diversity and inclusion officer. We should look like the people we serve. A better Baltimore County means that we are thinking more meaningfully about sustainability and what world we're leaving behind for future generations. We have done a lot of things to make our communities more safe. We passed the SAFE Act, so we have rules in place where gun shops have to make sure that their weapons are secured. This summer we saw the murder of George Floyd, and in Baltimore County we didn't wait to take action. So I joined Chief Hyatt in enacting police reform immediately. That included training on de-escalation and implicit bias, but we went further. We then partnered with the County Council to come together and pass meaningful bipartisan legislation that banned the use of chokeholds in Baltimore County. We created the first ever Inspector General. We really led the way to let people know that this is about their government serving them, and being a government that is open and accessible and is transparent. We have opened up our budgeting process. We have town halls in all 7 of our council member districts, and now hundreds and thousands of people are engaging meaningfully in the budget process. That budget's online now. People can see where their dollars are going. That's how we were able to overcome an $81 million deficit in our first year. And it's how we're continuing to provide critical services in the middle of this global pandemic. So the fact that we've done so much in the midst of COVID is remarkable. We've stood up testing throughout our county, and people have access to it without a doctor's note. I've talked to business owners who spent their entire lives building something, and they're afraid of losing it. We've done business responsiveness, where we've done millions and millions of dollars of support to our impacted business community. We have partnered to make sure we're doing eviction prevention here in Baltimore County. So we've distributed over 8 million meals to our families. We've set up child care grants to some of our most vulnerable families. We have to get through COVID still. We have to make sure we keep people alive. We have to make sure we keep businesses open. We're going to do big things. We're going to keep doing big things. We do it by bringing people to the table, listening to all the voices, and figuring out what a better day looks like. I want people to remember how as a resident, you feel valued, you feel a part of your county, and you're proud. You're proud to be a Baltimore County resident.